So our product was the Beauty Bus, which will be the first mobile beauty salon service in the Philadelphia region. We wanted to target moms who were too busy with their kids or with just their everyday lives and didn't have enough time to go to a salon to get their hair done or a manicure and pedicure and stuff like that. So with the Beauty Bus, we wanted to first obviously start by completing the feasibility analysis and then go through all of the legal documents, acquire our warehouse space where we're going to house our trucks, and all of our appointments will go through that. And then after that, we'll fix our website, we'll introduce an app, a smartphone app, and then we'll hire employees, we'll train them to make sure they know how to drive the trucks and know what our policies and procedures are. We'll order all of our beauty equipment, and then hopefully around August we get to the launch of our so-called new business, Beauty Bus.
Looking at the financials, a large cost comes from the products that our buses and cars use. One of the reasons for this is that there needs to be a large number of supplies for each car and bus to maintain a high levels of hygiene and cleanliness for our customers. Also, the supplies listed in our financials are for an annual basis, but in our company, our warehouse and logistics operator will take inventory on a monthly basis and order according to how much we need for each bus at the car at that time. We also have large startup costs due to the large investment required for the truck and their interiors, which will be significantly reduced after year 3, and our buses will become assets rather than costs. If we feel the need to add a truck, then when our financial projections become actual figures, then we can do so. Moving forward, we will aim to reduce our operating costs by partnering with beauty suppliers to give us reduced rates for their products, as well as offering the sale of their products in our trucks. We will partner with Nexus for hair care, Gigi for waxing supplies, and Bablis for hairstyling appliances, such as hair dryers.
A couple of the other things that we're going to look into if we had 10 more weeks would include further development of the app and the website. So we've already included in the costs how much it would be to hire an app developer to actually make the app for us, but the big part on our plate will be helping them develop a user interface to ensure that it's easy to follow and intuitive for the user, which then also ties into further exploring our customer base. And as we start to develop more of these products like the app and the website and the designs of our trucks, we'll bring in more focus groups of potential customers to get their feedback on the designs and any changes that they might include moving forward.
Finally, another thing that we're going to be doing within the next 10 weeks that we haven't really looked into at all yet is staffing and kind of how we're gonna pick our staff and where we're gonna pick them from. There's a few cosmetology schools within Philadelphia, but there's also a lot of hairstylists that can do hair and nails and a lot of things and don't have their license, and we're going to look into potentially hiring them off of a skills basis. But we also want to make sure to include a lot of diversity within our staff because Philadelphia is a very diverse place. We want to be able to handle different kinds of hair, whether that be African American, I have really thick hair because I'm Italian. There's a lot of different hair types out there, and a lot of different people require different services. So we want to do our best to kind of be able to provide something for everybody. Also, we're going to look into hairstylists who are talented with coloring. There's different kinds of things that you can do, ombre and highlights and using different colors, and we want to get a staff that knows how to do this, and if a customer wants something that may be a little bit out of the ordinary, that they know how to try it and they're confident in their abilities in doing so.
Just to touch up more on what my fellow teammates said, in 10 weeks, some of the stuff that we'll focus more on will be our financials, further development of the product, investigating our customer base, and delving very well into staffing, making sure that we have people who have specific abilities such as hair braiding or hair coloring or etc. Now, my job here is really to delve into whether this is feasible or not. And one of the ways that we'll ensure that is, number one, making sure that our startup costs eventually become assets. For example, our truck could become an asset in a couple of years. Another thing is to build good relationships with partners or companies such as Nexus for hair supplies such as hair conditioners or shampoo and stuff like that. Partner with Gigi for waxing supplies, and perhaps maybe baby lists for like equipment that is curling wands or blow dryers or stuff like that. Another thing is we would need investments to get off the ground, and if we can secure that, that would be another way that will ensure that it will be feasible. I would also like to add that we are only as good as our relationships with our partners are. So we have to ensure that we build good relationships with our investors and to make sure that we have good relationship with our partner companies so that we can make this very feasible. Thank you.